Youcat, Chapter 2. God approaches us, men and women. Question number 7. Why did God have to show Himself in order for us to be able to know what He is like? CCC 50 to 53 and 68 69 explains, man can know by reason that God exists, but not what God is really like. Yet because God would very much like to be known, He has revealed Himself. God did not have to reveal Himself to us, but He did it out of love. Just as in human love, one can know something about the beloved person only if he or she opens his or her heart to us. So too, we know something about God's inmost thoughts only because the eternal and mysterious God has opened Himself to us out of love. From creation on, through the patriarchs and the prophets, down to the definitive revelation in His Son Jesus Christ, God has spoken again and again to humankind. In Him, He has poured out His heart to us and made His inmost being visible for us. Blaise Pascal says, something incomprehensible is not for that reason less real. Question number 8. How does God reveal Himself in the Old Testament? CCC 54 to 56, 70 to 72. God shows Himself in the Old Testament as God who created the world out of love and remains faithful to human beings even when they have fallen away from Him into sin. God makes it possible to experience Him in history. With Noah, He establishes a covenant to save all living things. He calls Abraham so as to make him the father of a multitude of nations. We see that in the book of Genesis chapter 17 verse 5b. And to bless all the families of the earth in him. Genesis chapter 12 3b speaks about it. The people of Israel, sprung from Abraham, becomes his special possession. To Moses, he introduces himself by name. His mysterious name, Yahweh, usually transcribed Yahweh, means I am who I am. It is found in the book of Exodus chapter 3 verse 14. He frees Israel from slavery in Egypt, especially from the torment and agony and the pain in Egypt. And He establishes a covenant with them on Mount Sinai, and through Moses gives them the law. Again and again, God sends prophets to His people to call them to conversion and to the renewal of the covenant. The prophets proclaimed that God will establish a new and everlasting covenant which will bring about a radical renewal and definitive redemption. This covenant will be open to all human beings. Revelation. Revelation means that God opens Himself, shows Himself, and speaks to the world voluntarily. God bless you all.